Hello lovelies and welcome to the channel. So having a bit of a face-to-face video today. Today is the official start of the 100-day project. Now if you haven't heard of the 100-day project, it's this creative venture where basically you choose something creative to do for 100 days and then you make time every day to do it. I've seen all sorts of different things done. I do art journal pages. Some people do a sketch a day. I saw one person was doing something with yarn. Another one's doing some kind of photography. It is a creative venture of your own choosing. Literally, it can be anything. And I just tend to do an art journal a day. I've done it. This will be my 3rd year joining in, and yeah, I do, basically, it's a big thing on Instagram as well, so basically you come up with a hashtag for your project, and when you post about it on social media, you add that hashtag so people know what your projects are and also that you're involved in the 100-day project. It's a big way of inspiring the creative community. It's really good. It is a community project, I find. It's good to see what other people are doing and know that they're doing the same project you are. My Instagram, all sorts of ones pop up. All different kinds of 100-day projects pop up. It's really fun to take part in, and it's really fun to see what other people are creating. Now, I commented on the lovely Neve's post today that she's doing it, and she raised a good point. She asked me if I did a flip through of my journal last year, which I didn't. So I thought I would do that today with you, show you that, and just a little quick face-to-face video and let you know what I'm doing. So for the past 2 years, this will be my 3rd year, I have done 100, my hashtag is 100 days of art. Not very creative in my tag, but it sums up what I'm doing. An art journal page of some form every day, between start and end. I think it's April 2nd this year till, I don't know, usually about in June, I think. And yeah, I'll show you the first journal I had, not last year before. I'll grab that. So this was my journal back in, not last year before, what was that, 2017? Yeah, I'm really bad. So this was my journal. I wasn't happy with the paper. It was one that I grabbed, I think, the day before or the day of. I just learnt about the 100-day project and I decided I wanted to join in. And I went to my local, I don't really have any art or craft shops up here, so I went to my local cheapie shop because they have an art range, and I grabbed a journal. I was hoping that this journal would be like the ones I used to have in high school, the A4 art diaries that we used to have, but the paper's not the same. I don't know what it is. It's very absorbent, so it wasn't working very well for my inks. So I wasn't a big fan of it, but it did the job. And the thing I love most about the 100-day project is at the end of it, you get a nice full journal. So in my case, if you're one of those people that struggles to fill a journal or takes you some time, this is an awesome project. If you want to see a full book when you're done, this is a fabulous project. So this was my original one. Now don't get me wrong, there are some gaps in here. I am human, we all have lives, and some days stuff doesn't get done. Now if you want to attempt the 100-day project, that's one of the things that you shouldn't let it bog you down. If you can, great. And I know most of the time I start really well, and I think it's not until at least halfway that I start to skip days or miss days. It's not the end of the world. It's not a hard and fast rule, you have to do this. It's sort of about trying to inspire creativity and make some time for yourself to do something creative. That's the whole point of this project. So this was 2017. This is last year's journal, and yes, there are some gaps. I went back to a good old Dylusions journal last year. This year I am going to use a Dylusions journal again. I have a couple of 8x8s. I have a black one, but I think what I want to do is I want to use my flip journal. So the Dylusions journal goes this way, but there's a new one that opens this way. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. I haven't used it yet. So I think I want to do that. I want to use the Dylusions flip journal. So I think that's what I'm going to use this year. And once again, I'm going to do 100 days of art. I'm going to do an art journal page a day. I think what it is about the 100-day project is, if you're a vlogger or, you know, a YouTuber, you can get, well, me, I know from experience, I can get bogged down creative wise if I don't have time to film or edit or do a voiceover. I tend to not do the project, because when I do a project, I want to film it, I want to share it with you all. But with the 100-day project, the first year I did it, I was showing little videos, really sped up videos on my Instagram, and that was great. But I didn't feel the need to have to record every single video, because I like to have a lot of variety on my channel. I don't like to just do all art journal pages, but I do like to create more art journal pages than anything else. So that's why I think this is a good project. Don't worry about the camera, don't worry about the editing, don't worry about sharing if you don't want to. Just do it, just create. And that's what I love about this project. So it really does, even though I have this room and I'm in here most days, this does give me something for me every day. Not something that I have to share, not something that I have to blog, not something that I have to record, nothing like that. This is just something for me that I can do and not have to worry about editing or voiceovers or anything like that. And that's why I love this project. It gets me creating every day, no strings attached, and at the end of it, which I do love, I get a really cool full journal. So this will also be on top of my 2019 journal, because I've already started this journal, and I like to have a separate journal for my 100-day project. I'm just weird like that, I don't know, but any other pages that I do that aren't related to the 100-day project, so any challenges, any prompts, anything like that, will go in my regular journal, which is my 2019 journal. So I'm hoping I still get this finished, but I think the 100-day project finishes in June, so I've got the rest of the year to fill this journal. But yeah, I do like to have a separate journal for the 100-day project. So at the end of it, I'll have 3 separate journals that I've done just this project in. So it's just me, it's my little quirk. I like to have a separate journal for the project. Like I said, go check it out on Facebook and Instagram. There are so many people doing the project. There's even, which I only learned today, there is a 100-day project group on Facebook. So if you are interested in doing it, go join the group, find out what other people are doing. There's so many ideas going around on there. There are so many different hashtags and prompts, and yeah, it's insane. It's fantastic to be a part of. And if you're on Instagram, definitely follow the hashtag, and you never know, you might so with Instagram, I find I go down the rabbit hole. So there might be, I'm following certain hashtags. So I'm following Dylusions or art journaling as a hashtag, because you can follow a hashtag, and then it'll pop up, a page will pop up, and I'm like, oh, I really like that. So I click on the profile of the user, and it takes me to their page, and then I find that I love their art, so I follow them as a user, and then it pops up all their work as well. So the good thing about this project is if you follow the hashtag, you might discover artists that you've never met before, that you've never seen, that you've never even seen their work, and it's a really great way to network and connect with other artists. So if you're on Instagram, I encourage you to follow the hashtag and find some new people to follow. Find some new arty online friends. Arty friends are the best friends. I've met some of my closest arty friends I've met thanks to, or I haven't met, but I have met thanks to Instagram. But yes, so get over to Instagram, get over to Facebook, follow the hashtags, and have fun. Enjoy the project. If you decide to take part, enjoy. Even if you don't take part, follow the hashtags. You'll be really inspired by some of the stuff that's around. So that's it from me. I'm going to go set the camera up so I can show you last year's journal. Bye for now. Alright guys, here it is, the flip through of my 2018 100-day project journal. Now, one thing I noticed as I was flipping through myself, there are a lot of pages in here that if you are a subscriber of my channel and do watch my videos, you may notice that a lot of these projects were done later in the year last year or even early this year. If there was a gap in here, I go back and fill it. There are still blank pages in here, but I'm not going to leave an empty journal. So if I'm looking to make a new page like this page here, this was done at Christmas time as part of a Christmas vlog hop last year, long time after the 100-day project was finished, but I've got a blank page, I'm going to use it. So I filled the pages in. So some of these projects you will recognize from projects that I did later in the year. There's also what I would call ugly art. There's a lot of ugly art in here. So the whole point is to be creative every day. It doesn't have to be perfect. And in my case, I'm just slapping paint on a page. I'm testing out color combinations. I'm testing out new products together. One page was done with Dylusions crayons. I hate it, but it's in there and it was part of the project. It was a page I made for the day. Some are simple, some are more elaborate, some are double pages where I'd missed the page before. I tend to do double pages a lot, so single pages I can find challenging sometimes, although since starting this project, I tend to do more single pages in my journals. When I get my inks out, I do love to cover 2 pages though, so those pages tend to be ink. Yeah, this ugly art, experimenting art, clean up pages like that. When I clean off my stencils, I just slap them on a page and rub them with a wet one, and generally whatever ink and paint is on that stencil will give me an impression. So that's what those are. It's just a big jumble of all sorts of things, and that's what I love about it. So the majority of this journal was made for the 100-day project, but there are gaps and bits and pieces that are just thrown in there because I'm not going to leave a blank page. If I'm going to try and put something on it if I've missed it during the project. But yeah, so this is my, yes, as you can see, blank pages, clean up pages. Yeah, so just thought I'd give you a flip through of my journal. And yeah, just before I started this year's project, I thought it would be a good place to start. But yeah, like I said, lots of cleanup pages, lots of ugly art. There is nothing wrong with ugly art. It is still art. So that is why, especially with this journal, I don't feel so locked in and scared to make ugly art. I'm likely to experiment and try something new like that because it doesn't matter if it's ugly. It is my creative expression for that day. Doesn't matter if I hate it. I don't have to love everything in this journal. It's a very freeing process, I find. So that's it from me. I hope you have enjoyed my little flip through, and if you do decide to join in, head over to Instagram and follow me. I would love to see what you create as well. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye for now.